take the microphone and say, oh, well, that's easy for me because years ago when I got out of college, I applied for this job. I was so underqualified. I don't even know why I applied for this job because I applied for it anyway, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I begged. This phone call one day, tell me I got the job. I couldn't believe it. It was miraculous. It was the start of my career. That was you, Jesus. Someone else might say, you know what? Someone else might say, situation. And I've done everything that I can in my own strength and my own power, and I have prayed. And when I was writing these words, my mind went back to when I was the rector of St. John's Episcopal Church in LaPorte, Texas in 2000. This has undoubtedly become a part of who I am. Hurricane Ike made land. We begged. We pleaded with God to deliver us. And the lights would not come back on. The power would not come back on. And then there was all the fighting with FEMA and the insurance companies. You work for FEMA and insurance companies, I'm sure things have changed 17, 18 years. 350 people who experienced that whole thing in our church, they would tell you one thing. The miraculous thing that happened when angels, that's what we called them, they descended upon our community from all over the world, and they kept coming month after month, week after week, day after Lord, but not for me. And I can stand here with 10 on the ground and tell you that on some level I am on the other. I have the courage. I do not have the fill in the blank. You got through it. I think that happens I think there's only one way that can possibly happen. You didn't do it in your own strength or your own power. You did it with the strength and the power of God. Can I get an amen? Amen. I didn't hear him, Jason. Can I get an amen? Amen. You did it. God's strength. God's power. Gospel or good news without this. Gospel or good news without this. Do you know that there comes a time for all of us when we stand on the other side for good? Amen? Now look, I forgot to say this at the early service. Look, life brings joy and blessing, right? Life is good. Life is